Hello Aquarius friends, I'm Annie Botticelli and welcome to my Aquarius August 2021 Astrology Must Knows. Definitely go to anniehelpsyou.com. It's your one-stop hit to see all of the massive amount of free resources I have for you each month. If you'd like to be a professional astrologer, then you will love my course, Becoming a Professional Astrologer Mastery Course, which you can see at lumelife.com, L-U-M-E life.com. So what do we have going on this month for Aquarius and in general that is noteworthy? We've got a bunch of things. Let's go down my list of must-knows. The first and most important must-know of the month is that we are still in this time period that started around July 7th, that goes through around September 7th, with all of August being right there in the middle of open stars. Open stars mean that August is a great month for you to have momentum, forward movement, clarity, big decisions, moves, engagements, weddings, big parties, plans for now and the future, travel, anything having to do with contracts, commitments. This is a wonderful time that has multiple reasons why there is oomph and emphasis on getting things done, moving forward, looking to the future, and creating the life of your dreams. So one reason why it's open, as I call it, is because we're free of personal planet retrograde. So when Mercury, Venus, or Mars go retrograde, it brings us into confusion and things from the past and going internal, and we just kind of don't know what's going on and everything is emotional and weird. But that's not this month, so be very excited about that. The second thing that makes it very open this month is that we don't have any outer planet clashes. January, February, June, the months even around there, we felt really heavy energy from outer planet clashes. And although there's still some of that going on in the backdrop all year, this is a month where it's not a highlight. So you will be feeling that, and it will feel lighter and more open. And also, we are out of that big, heavy eclipse season. May through July was very heavy with the eclipse season. Even though the actual eclipses happened in May and June, it took July to really start shedding that tension and, again, confusion and lack of clarity, and also to integrate into the new changes. Many people had life-changing events occur for them in the May, June, July timeframe, and August now is a return to more normalcy in the new way from the changes that had occurred. So it all, is layers in this open energy this month. It's very exciting. Okay, so something else we have to celebrate, another major must-know, is that we have a sequence of trines with Uranus. A trine is the most favorable aspect in all of astrology, and Uranus is the planet of surprises and insights and innovation. And so when we have beautiful aspects with this planet, it can bring happy surprises. Things that we had worked on can come through in a big way, or things that we would never even consider can come through as an exciting possibility or manifestation. The fact that Uranus is in Taurus can also bring more long-term outcomes to what goes on, because usually Uranus energy can be fleeting, but because it's in an earth sign, it can ground in big changes in a wonderful way. So I'm going to give you some dates that is occurring, and do know you can go to anniehelpsyou.com, sign up for my free email newsletter, and get a full list of all the notable astrology dates of the month, all the aspects, what you can expect from them, delivered into your inbox 1 month early when you sign up for my newsletter at anniehelpsyou.com. And I don't spam you at all. I send you like 3 emails a month because I don't like to get a bunch of emails. They're super content rich, and I think that you will love it. Okay, so here are a few positive dates to note, and know that sometimes the positive effects can even stretch in the days beyond these dates, because aspect influence is not always just limited to the days that they happen. Okay, so here, put these on your calendar as positive, happy surprises, hopefully. August 2nd and 3rd, when Venus makes a trine with Uranus. August 19th and 20th, when Mercury makes a trine. August 21st and 22nd, when Mars makes a trine. And we'll just go ahead even into the first week of September, knowing that there will be a trine with the Sun and Uranus then. Those dates around the 21st and 22nd are also, that's when the Mars trine occurs, are also extra notable. And this is another major must know, because we have a full moon / blue moon in Aquarius at that time. So this is important for everybody to know, but especially for Aquarius people, because it's happening in your sign. So blue moons are either when we have a second full moon in a calendar month or a sign. That's what a blue moon is. And in this case, it's the second moon in Aquarius, and this is, the saying, once in a blue moon, this is a time when some super rare opportunities can come through, or super unexpected, or just, out of the blue things can happen. Now, this can happen in any area of your life, but some areas that will be especially accented are anything having to do with Aquarius, which is networking, friendships, friendship circles. If you're trying to get into a certain club or a group, or do something internet-based, or have an internet-based project, or have something tech-related, or a patent or innovation, or anything having to do with a community-based project, if, something with a friendship or social circle or social media, this is a fantastic time. So if you combine any of those things, like let's say you're launching social media, that's amazing, because this energy supports the social media aspect and it supports the tech aspect. So it's just, a beautiful time for all of those things. And specifically for your sign, this also accents your physical body. This also brings in your purpose, or how you see yourself, how you want to be seen, and whether that's physically, like physical, aspects of wardrobe and how you look, but this also can have to do with how you're presenting yourself in the world. So many, 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 many people are going through a time when they're considering job changes. As certain things in work are getting back to what a new normal is going to be, many people are deciding if they want to be in that, or if they want to go ahead and do something different. So you might have a major breakthrough along those lines. Now, if you are a person who is a late degree Aquarius, okay, so late degree Aquarius people are going to be in the days around February, basically February 11th through the rest of the sign is the late degree, but this is more specifically going to affect February 15th people through the end of the sign, or like 24 degrees through the rest of the sign. Oh, and by the way, this is for you, whether Aquarius is your moon, or Aquarius is your sun, or Aquarius is your rising. This is all for you. This video, everything in this video. Okay, so yes, so if you're in the late degree zone there, you can see extra effects from this special blue moon. And also if you're a late degree person, especially if you're like February 14th on, or 24 or so degrees on, I highly recommend you also watch my Pisces horoscopes. And if you watch other astrologers, you may consider also, if you're in that zone, watching the Aquarius and Pisces, because late degree people have a more complex read, and you'll find information in the Aquarius and Pisces reports. Okay, so something else that is a major must know is we have a lot of strong Leo energy this month. This is a continuation from July. We talked about this in July as well, and we'll cover it again here. When planets move through Leo, this is of special significance for Aquarius because it makes a 180-degree angle for you, which can be a point of conflict, or it can be a point of major synastry. You just kind of imagine things opposing each other. They're either opposing each other or standing like this, either in force against each other or in union with each other. And you can convert force against each other into union with each other and really get on the same page with people. But your we polarity, as I like to call it, you versus other people, you in relationship with other people, is very strongly aspected in July and August, and you might find lots of opportunities to connect with people, to find people that can be helpful to you, to be helpful to other people. If you're in a line of business or want to build or start a business where it's client-oriented or customer service or, people-oriented, you might find that you can grow your business very rapidly at this time because there's so much energy crowding in your house of relationships with people. If you're trying to build your audience or build your clientele, this is an amazing time for that. And if you're just trying to look for like the perfect practitioner of any kind, this is also an amazing time for that. So those points of conflict can come from, wow, a stress that you really need some help in certain areas, and then you find the help. So you see the point of conflict gets converted into a point of union or working on the same page. So you don't have to fear this, but it is going to go on, and you might notice a little bit of, feeling of push and pull in your me-we sector. Also, the Leo energies mean very highlighted creativity. So you might have an abundance of creative juices at this time, whether you're trying to create a book or some other project or a baby. This is the energy of children, and it's going to be very, very, very strong for you at this time. Also leadership or being out in front of people. So if you're someone who's trying to be out in front of people, a fashionista, someone trying to start an Instagram account, anyone who's trying to be seen as their work or for their passion, an athlete, a model, a speaker, there is amazing energy around enhancement of that for you at this time, whether it's a hobby or whether it's work or whether you want to transform your hobby into work. This is also the energy of romance. So you might find that the dating sector is very lively, and with the open stars that we have, this is a very good time for dating. Okay. And if you're already connected to the person that you want to be with, this is also a great time for doing fun things with your person of whatever you call your person. Okay. So we also have strong Virgo energy, which is a deeper enhancement of this relationship sector because these energies crowd your 8th house. So this has to do more with the relationships, like with money or, legal relationships with different legal entities, the government, the taxes, the sweepstakes winnings, inheritances, family planning, family estate planning. Stocks. Oh, this is also a really good month for investments. Investments of every kind. People are going to have a lot more clarity and a lot more focus to put together a will or a life plan or an investment strategy or a retirement, scheme or some kind of something that you're trying to work on that needs both organization and focus and long and short-term planning. Your powers of persistence and of focus are going to be stronger at this time. So if there are things that you would get distracted about and not do, this is a time where you're more likely to be able to pull things through. My suggestion is that you write a list of your top 4 things that you've been avoiding that you have to get done and put it on your calendar for whatever day you want, every Monday or whatever it is, to work on those projects. So if you've got 4 projects, put 1 a week or however you want to structure that. This is a time when structure and organization is going to really enhance your experience and help you to get things done that need to be done, and also to help you proactively put together a nice organized schedule for the upcoming time. Now, when the planets get into Virgo, people get really schedule-y and planny, and they're wanting to do those things. And I guess it's not a coincidence that this also happens to coincide with back to school time, right? And also the energy of people coming down from their summer stuff and getting back into their groove, whatever that looks like. So we can see it present energetically in our common society, but there is an astrological origin, and you can use this regardless of what your circumstances are. So getting your schedule, whether it's for a semester or whether it's whatever, is going to be really helpful for you at this time. Okay, so let's see. Some additional things to look out for is that we do have a bit more salty transits or salty aspects compared to the sweet ones this month. But we do have a ton of sweet aspects. So, you don't have to fear this. Just note that these might be nuisance bumps along the way, but the bumps are not with these, 2 outer planets coming together. They're with other planets, an outer and an inner, or 2 inner planets coming together, which means that the bumps will probably be pretty quick and not as long-term consequential for the most part. Unless you have an outer planet that's connecting in with your planets, which you would know more of if you ran a free birth chart online, which is why I always recommend that you do that. Okay, so something else to know is that Jupiter is still retrograde until October, so some things earlier in the year that had been expanding and moving forward in a big way, if they seem to have kind of died down or gone into the backdrop, they're not disappearing from you. Jupiter is working in the backdrop for you. But if there are things that were raging forward that have slowed down and seem to be doing nothing, either on the topics of publishing or immigration or anything really like that, or anything in your life, education, anything, you might see in October they start to move forward. And that could mean, though, that you could purposely do your planning that when those things do start to pick up, they're going to pick up in a big way. So you might want to do some other projects and get some other things done now so that when those things do pick up, you'll be ready. Also, if you've been trying to move or do something with travel or immigration internationally, that is a time when things are likely to pick up more as well. Okay, so something else that is a must know, especially for Aquarius, is that Jupiter is going back into Aquarius now. It made a brief pop into Pisces. It was never very far away from Aquarius, but those of you who are in the late degree realm, especially the 22 to 29 degrees, you still have one more Jupiter kiss coming. Okay, so between August and October, everyone within 22 to 29 degrees of any Aquarius placement, you might have more than just your sun in Aquarius. When you run a free birth chart online, you can see how many planets you have in Aquarius and what their degrees are. And if you have any between 22 and 29 degrees, you're going to get another kiss from Jupiter. Also, you can see more about this and understand the kisses and see what the kiss schedule was for the year. If you look for my Jupiter in Aquarius for Aquarius video, that will outline what kinds of things you're likely to see Jupiter doing for you this year, with an extra emphasis for those of you in those dates. Oh, so the birth dates that will most be affected by this are, let's see, 22 degrees. So we'll say around February 12th through the rest of the sign. Okay. If you're in there, you have your Jupiter kisses coming still. Again, because you've already had them. If you want even more details about how the current and upcoming astrology may affect you personally and how you can make the most of the opportunities, your first one-hit stop is to go to anniehelpsyou.com. Right there on the front page, you can sign up for my free email newsletter. You will also see a list of all of the other free things that I have for you each month, and you can interface with them through that one organized section. When you sign up for my free email newsletter, you get many wonderful bonuses, including a monthly write-up 1 month ahead delivered into your inbox of all of the notable aspects of the month, what you can expect from them, and the sweet and salty dates, and a general write-up of the points to note as the astrology must-knows. You definitely want to go to lumelife.com, L-U-M-E life.com. That's my school, Luminous Life Multiversity, and check out the free courses that I have there. And I also have paid courses. And if you think I put a lot into my free resources, you should see the depth and complexity of my paid courses. If you would like to be an astrologer as your trade, be a professional astrologer, add astrology to any of your other work offerings, or just do astrology in a deeper way for your friends and family, for your own self-development, then you will love my Becoming a Professional Astrologer Mastery course. This is a mega course that will equip you to do whatever you'd like to do with astrology. So I hope you have a wonderful month, and I'll see you next month. Bye.